The sudden death of Ambassador Nathi Mthethwa in Paris on September 30, 2025, has sent shockwaves through South Africa's political and diplomatic circles. What was initially reported as a medical emergency has now spiraled into a web of suspicion, whispers, and unanswered questions. Those closest to Mthethwa, once one of President Cyril Ramaphosa's most trusted allies, are no longer convinced his passing was natural. Some fear it was a message, a warning sent from the shadows of power. For years, Mthethwa had been a fixture of the ANC's inner circle. As former Minister of Arts and Culture, and later as an ambassador to France, he carried an aura of loyalty and calm. But beneath that measured exterior, insiders now reveal, he was growing restless, haunted by secrets too heavy to bear. In the final weeks before his death, Mthethwa allegedly told several confidants that he was preparing to set the record straight about matters that could shake the foundations of government. He was nervous, very nervous, one close associate told reporters, requesting anonymity. He said he'd uncovered something during his time abroad, something connected to old state deals and financial movements that didn't make sense. He wanted to come home and speak publicly. He said the truth needed to come out, no matter the cost. The cost may have come sooner than anyone expected. Mthethwa's sudden collapse in a Paris hotel just days before he was scheduled to return to South Africa has been described by French authorities as a heart attack. Yet, according to a confidential report leaked to local media, traces of an unidentified compound were found in his system. Officials have declined to confirm or deny the claim. Those close to the late ambassador are demanding answers. He wasn't sick. He was fit, focused, and looking forward to coming home, another friend said. This doesn't add up. Nathi knew too much, and maybe that's why he's gone. Theories abound about what Mthethwa had uncovered. Some point to undisclosed state contracts involving European intermediaries. Others hint at diplomatic funds that disappeared during his tenure abroad. What's certain is that Mthethwa had become increasingly isolated in the months leading up to his death, communicating with only a handful of trusted figures. Several of those messages, sources say, have mysteriously vanished from his phone and email accounts. Adding to the intrigue is the reaction from within government. The official response to Mthethwa's passing has been swift but strangely controlled. President Ramaphosa's office declared a special official funeral Category 2, a gesture that honors his service but also, critics note, ensures a level of state oversight on the burial and investigation process. Opposition parties have seized on the secrecy surrounding the autopsy, calling for an independent inquiry into his death. Behind closed doors, whispers in Parliament paint a darker picture. Some MPs have reportedly received anonymous messages urging them to stay silent about Mthethwa's final days. A few claim to have seen fragments of the report he was preparing, a dossier said to expose corruption networks stretching back years, involving high-ranking officials and foreign entities. If true, the implications could be explosive. He told me he was sitting on a storm, one ally recalled somberly. He said the truth would either save him or destroy him. Now he's gone, and we may never know which. The timing has only deepened the sense of dread. Mthethwa's death comes amid growing political tension in South Africa as factions within the ANC battle for dominance ahead of the 2026 elections. The line between loyalty and survival has never been thinner. For now, the silence around Mthethwa's final hours speaks louder than any official statement. The streets of Ulandi, his hometown, are filled with mourning, but also murmurs of fear. Was he merely a victim of fate or the latest casualty in a ruthless political game? One can't help but wonder if, in his final moments, Nathi Mthethwa realized that the truth he carried had become too dangerous to tell. And if so, was his death a tragic coincidence, or a chilling warning to anyone else who dares to speak?